Hey Capricorn, welcome to your September whole story reading. I'm going to start off with an oracle card to see what your overall energy is this month. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see if we get anything else. Nope. Bottom of the deck we have Speak from the Heart. Compassion. Interesting, okay. All right, let's shuffle here. Those of you who are not familiar with this, we're going to be going through the entire deck. Always like to shuffle on camera, so please be patient. Capricorn, if you guys are interested in a private reading, you can contact me at eyesofthestarstarot@gmail.com. Also, all my prices and types of readings that I offer are in the description box below, so check that out and shoot me an email if you're interested. Whoa. Almost done here. Two more shuffles. Okay, here we go. You may be feeling very discontent, defeated, having like this lack of energy, lack of excitement for things. Maybe you've lost motivation or even lost faith in yourself. I feel like your self-esteem may be pretty low right now. But I'm getting here like just hang in there because I feel like you're going to have success somewhere. Like if you've had some instability, things are going to get better. I feel somebody here let their anger get the best of them, and it caused a rift in a relationship, but I'm seeing that, being smoothed over. So somebody may have been ready to leave, ready to turn their back, and apologized, and, the situation was diffused. But I feel like this happens a lot, so it goes back and forth, back and forth. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Okay. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and you feel that this person is too impulsive for your taste. You see them as being childish sometimes. I feel like this person sometimes throws temper tantrums, and you're really tired of this. You know what I'm getting? I feel like you guys may be with someone who needs a lot of attention. They need a lot of validation. They need you to tell them like how great they are, or other people. Maybe they like a lot of attention from other people, or whatever it is. And you see this. You see that they have these insecurities. And I feel like, you're getting to the point where you're just trying to keep the peace. It's like you see that their behavior is based on how they feel about themselves, and even though maybe they go out there into the world acting like they're so confident, and they're very popular and all this, they could be very popular, but I feel as though that confidence that they show, that they portray, is not real. They're actually very insecure. And I feel like in the beginning, maybe you didn't realize that, or you just like judge them by that behavior, like those temper tantrums, those it's just certain behavior that didn't didn't jive with you. You're very dissatisfied, but then you started to um, understand the reasons why. I feel like you went as far as to perhaps you wanted to walk away from this at some point, or maybe you do sometimes and then you change your mind. I kind of feel like when you're in that state where you're contemplating just saying, this is just not going to work out, and this could be a friendship, this could be a lover, whoever this is, but it's somebody in your life who affects your mood quite often. But you haven't been able to just set them free. Hmm. Okay, it's a karmic relationship. Um, hmm. I'm going to be honest. Karmic relationships tend to be, they don't have to be, but they tend to be kind of painful, because they're really for you to learn a lesson, usually, about yourself, your self worth. But yeah, um, you are involved in a karmic situation here. I feel like this happiness, goodness. I kind of feel like you make this out, or the other person makes this connection out to be better than it actually is, or more solid than it actually is. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here's the fire energy again. We have the king and the queen on the same line. We have your energy right here, Capricorn. We have another king of cups. So we have three kings out here. Mm. You may have met someone. You may be involved in a relationship, and you may have met someone that you are contemplating on giving an opportunity to. Because perhaps you're getting to, like I said, you go back and forth. You go back and forth between leaving this person who you feel is kind of immature. I'm going to come out and say it. So I'm sorry to the cross watchers who are with a Capricorn, but I feel as though Capricorn, you have moments where you look at this person who you're with and you say to yourself, I deserve better. This person is just, I am out of their league, and it's not because you're conceited or anything like that. It's just you legitimately see proof of this consistently. I feel like it's not a stable relationship. It's very on and off. You have good days. You could have like 2 good days, 5 bad days. So it, it's one of those relationships where it takes so much work. They're very draining. They take so much work, and like the person is not completely a terrible person, but they do enough to where they make you want to perhaps leave the relationship, and then they give you some breadcrumbs to keep you coming back, to keep that hope alive that one day things are going to change completely and everything's going to be great. And it's because there are those days where it is great, and so you see the potential. It's like, okay, yeah, so we can do this, but it's short-lived. And so I do kind of feel like somebody else is coming into your life, and there is a potential for a complete ending with this King of Wands. So I'm getting here, this is like a sink or swim situation. Either you are going to end up leaving this person, or this person is going to see what's happening and they're going to shape the fuck up. Okay, because here the King of Wands is coming up in the upright, whereas here he came up in the reverse. So coming into the reading, this was somebody very immature, very much about themselves. Now here, it's like, oh, I gotta grow up. Ah. But yeah, they realize that if they want to be in your life, they need to be your equal. They need to match your energy on every level. It's definitely karmic connection. So you have known each other in a previous life. You were destined to be together in this life, and there's something to be learned. We have Aries, we have Sagittarius energy. I feel like communication is not great, or not at all, or you're not talking about relevant things with each other. There's a lot of control. This person could use a silent treatment as a power play of some sort. Okay, so we have the Emperor and the Empress both here. Divine masculine, divine feminine. And in the middle we have Temperance. So again, destiny has brought you together. I was just about to say, I actually feel this person is going to turn things around. Like they're going to start being more reliable, more responsible, more present, trying to definitely be your equal. However, we can't ignore this Knight of Wands here. I feel like this is how you view this person. So this person views themselves as the Emperor, while as you view them as a Knight of Wands. So you're an Empress or an Emperor, whichever. And you're viewing your partner as a Knight. These two are totally incompatible. They don't belong together. This is like, beneath you, I want to say, but not in a, it sounds worse than how I mean it. Beneath you in the sense like you are probably much more mature than this person, and regardless of age, totally regardless of age. You could be, someone who has had a stable job for years and years. You have no problem bringing the money in. You're very well off. You're very, established in your life. And this person maybe as well. However, it's not about tangible things. It's not about money. Because in that sense, I do feel like you probably mirror each other. But behavior-wise, maturity-wise, not so much on the same level. And I feel like that's why you have so much trouble communicating. Because you're on totally different pages. So I was about to say, I feel like this person is really going to turn things around because they're seeing, a change in you. And I actually felt maybe they're going to actually fight for this relationship so that it doesn't end. But then I start to see here, King of Swords reverse, Seven of Swords, Justice reverse, like total lies and deceit. And then the Magician. Let's see. Oh, Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. All right. So this person, they keep quiet because they don't want to incriminate themselves. It's like they're the type of person, like the less they talk, they know that the less they talk, the less they're going to reveal about whatever it is that they're trying to keep hidden, keep secret. And it doesn't have to be that um, there was anything like really nefarious going on. This could just be hiding their own vulnerabilities, hiding their insecurities, just not being open enough and vulnerable enough to really carry a healthy relationship. Because you can't have a healthy relationship if you're keeping everything bottled up and you expect your partner to be completely open and honest with you. That's not an equal give and take. So when I say there wasn't an equal give and take, it could have to do with energy, money, uh, you know, any of those. Honestly, I feel you've gotten so fed up with this person, at least at a certain periods, where you've reached the point where sometimes you just do not see a future with this person. I feel like some of you out there at you have days where you're just like you can't stand anything about this person. You can't stand how they chew. You can't stand how they blow their nose. You can't stand how they leave their freaking socks on the floor. Like whatever it is. But you're just not seeing a future with them because there's always like this underlying suspicion about things. And yet this person has a way of like taking control back of the situation, apologizing at just the right time, telling you that they've changed, actually changing some behavior at just the right time. Because they want to stop you from leaving. I feel also you guys have like competing goals or desires. So, well, that's really a problem, because if you have a vision of what you want your life to look like in 5 years, and this other, let's say you want in 10 years you want to live in the country, and just have this quiet, peaceful life, and yet your partner in 5 years they see themselves like traveling the world, meeting new people, going on adventures, anything but being in a quiet, peaceful environment. So it's just not meshing there. Yeah, look, Four of Wands. There's a relationship, but you're not happy. Empress, Lovers in reverse, not happy. She's looking at this. She's looking at this Knight of Wands, like, who the hell are you? Like, when did I ever decide to be with this person, or why? It's just a matter of you making the decision. It's a matter of how much you actually love this person. Do you want to continue to fight for this person? Do you see the potential there, enough potential to where you're pretty confident that this person is just going to eventually be on the same page with you? So somebody tells lies here. Your partner tells lies, but it's definitely to prevent you from leaving. Like I keep seeing that consistently. Whatever lies are told, whatever manipulation is going on, it's because they don't want you to leave. Yeah, see Justice in reverse with the World in reverse. They don't want this to end. And so they're going to do whatever they can to make it happen, to keep you with them. Yeah, because if you left, if they found themselves alone and having to recreate their lives and, just starting over, this would just completely destroy them. And they know that. And I'm hoping, if this person is listening, and that Capricorn is like, has one foot out the door, then do right by them. But they have to also do right by themselves. Because it's not fair, even if you're in love. I mean, we're all adults, or we should be. Whoever's listening to this, we're all adults. We should be adults. And so we all know that love is not enough. I mean, it's great, it's wonderful, you have to have it in a relationship, but if that's all you got, it's not going to be enough. And so if you guys have totally and competing goals and aspirations, it wouldn't be fair for one person to completely give up on their dreams, on their goals. You know, let's say this person, let's say you do want a home, you know, like out in the country where there's nobody around and you just want to be at peace. And this person wants excitement. They want, you know, something new every day. They want to meet new, different people, experience different cultures and all of that. And that's just not what you want. And so this person is like being, you know, forcing themselves to be locked up in a house where they just don't want to be. They'd rather be out there doing things, learning things, you know, whatever. It's eventually it's just going to end, even if you love each other to death and this person's willing, or they're wanting to try to succumb to whatever it is that they need to do to avoid this ending. You know, it's possible that years down the line they may even resent you for that, even though it was their decision. So, you know, just something to think about. So yeah, there were lies, but I'm not getting the sense of like somebody being a terrible person or they're cheating on. No, I'm not getting a sense of that. To be honest, I'm getting they just are who they are, and your personalities are clashing, and the lies that they tell is in order to keep you with them. Wow, okay. Mm, oh my goodness. I feel sad for this person because I feel like they're going to be brokenhearted because they themselves, I think, are going to see that it's going to be a difficult road for you guys to really make it long term. Look at your energy here. There's a Queen of Pentacles surrounded by two aces. I feel like you're focused on a new beginning with or without this person. And just the fact that you're thinking, even though I don't feel like anything has happened, but just the fact that you're thinking along those lines is like gonna crush this person. Yeah, see, it's like you're slowly seeing, you're slowly understanding what it is that you want and what you want to create in your life. And it may very well be that the situation that you've been giving to all this time isn't really what you had in mind. This might come out like in an argument, in a very harsh way. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So there's going to be a time, like maybe, probably like around this month, where maybe like you're stressed out at work or something is going to be going on in your life where your patience is going to be running really short. And I feel like some hurtful words can leave your mouth that you may regret. So, but it's like out of frustration. It's out of frustration. Like you're tired of being the bad guy. You're tired of not enjoying life anymore because you're always like in your feelings, thinking about the future and not feeling very good about it. And so this comes out in a harsh way. And just understand that the person that you're with, again, they could portray themselves as being very in control and confident, but they're actually extremely sensitive. And so it kind of makes sense, this compassion card, because they're not as tough as you think they are, or as they think they are, even. So, yeah, there's a need to like really speak from the heart and not from a place of anger. I mean, you can do what you want, but I just feel like if you allow yourself, if you indulge in this in this anger, you may regret it. Yeah, you may have to. If you do that, I feel like you're going to have to go back and apologize. And so, to avoid all that. But it's really out of frustration, because you're seeing that, sometimes when we fall in love with someone, we just fail to see their flaws. Or even if we see them, we pretend that we didn't see it, and we just put it in the back of our minds. And we put the relationship and that person on this pedestal, and we assign to them in our minds this identity, that may or may not be true. Okay, it's just the identity that we have assigned based on our desire of who we want that person to be, and based on the potential that we see in them. And you just don't, you can't fall in love with potential, because it may or may not be. It's kind of like, spending money that you think you're going to get, but you haven't quite gotten it yet, but you're already out there spending it. Might not work out. So there's I'm seeing here a lot of conversation about family issues, family situations, perhaps money. Look at that, another ace. You are definitely focused on a new beginning, because look, you're tired, you're done with this, like you're at the end of your rope. New beginning. You're already planning it. Yeah. I feel like you're falling out of love with this person. So you might love them, but I don't get that you're in love with them. And this might cause this person a lot of pain. Yeah, it's almost like it ran dry. Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Someone feels stuck in a relationship that is not happy, or in like a loveless relationship. So again, I'm going to say there's love, but not romantic love. Six of Swords reverse with the Empress. It's just not, okay. This person may have sold you a dream that never came to be. And so, like I said, there were very, very high expectations, and it just did not live up to the hype that you yourself created, or that this person created, or both of you even. This could be, even a couple who got married, or has been together for a long time, but, from a very young age. I'm kind of getting that vibe as well. Okay, I'm seeing children here as well now. So you're aware that whatever decision you make is going to definitely affect children. I feel like children are involved here, and there's a need to play nice in the sandbox for their sake. This is what may have been holding you back from taking the action, and just wanting to keep the family together. However, there's one voice on your shoulder telling you, do it for the kids, stay together, you've invested so much, keep trying. And then there's another voice that's telling you, Capricorn, you know you're not happy. You know you feel you deserve better. you know it's time to let go. Tower. Oh. Again, Page of Pentacles with the Six of Cups. Again, I'm getting a children vibe. Yeah. The back and forth is because that is definitely your focus, what you're thinking about. You feel like you keep contributing towards something that you never see a return on. Look, it failed. Something failed. And so, Wheel of Fortune, there's a need to move on. Yeah. Page of Wands. Emperor reverse. I'm getting fire again, energy here. It could be an Aries. But again, the way that you view this person is just, you see them as being much more immature, or immature compared to you. Yeah, absolutely. You stayed here in this situation that does not satisfy you because you don't see a future, outside of that family unit. You can't even envision a future taking your children out of their home. And so it's really your love for your children that is keeping you in this situation. But again, there's another side of yourself, who is wise, who is mature, who doesn't get, how do I say, isn't swayed by emotions. So you have emotions, clearly, you're very loving. However, it's not always just about the emotion, it's not always just about the love. Sometimes you have to consider practical matters and what's best overall for everyone. And I feel like that side of yourself is saying, you know what, this is your energy, King of Pentacles. I'm more than capable of having this loving household and not have to be in this situation. So you are kind of leaning towards letting go of this situation, of this relationship. Look, you might just leave suddenly, or somebody will. Because it's not, look. Knight of Wands in reverse. You're letting go of this person, this Knight of Wands in reverse, that is immature, is unreliable. They could very well be a cheater, but overall it's just somebody who doesn't match your energy, and you know that. If you don't know that and you don't feel this is not your reading. Yeah, look, Three of Wands. Three of Wands is like what's coming toward you, what you're expecting. You know in your heart of hearts that you can only hold on for so long, but eventually you're going to let go. This that you see how he's like grasping at these pentacles for dear life. He's just holding on to it like no one's going to take it from me. This is how you feel, possibly right now. No one's going to take my family from me no matter what. I'm going to, push through it. But at the end of the day, you're not happy. And so part of you knows that you can only hold on but for so long. Because how many nights are you going to not sleep? How many more days are you going to have that knot in your stomach? Unhappy. the sun in reverse. You want to let go of that. You want to have a happy life. You want this person that you're with to have a happy life, because right now it just seems like too much of a struggle. There's a lot of motivation for this very difficult and painful situation to end in a very peaceful way. So you're willing to do whatever it takes. You're very motivated to do whatever it takes to make this a smooth process, a very compassionate process for everybody involved. Okay, let's see. You've been resisting seeing the truth. You know the truth, but you've been resisting actually speaking about it. You've been resisting acknowledging it in your thoughts. But the reality is that each day that passes, you move closer to moving away from this commitment that you're involved in. It's just a matter of making the decision. You're going to continue to give until you run dry. You're going to start to deplete yourself is what I'm seeing here. And so being in this energy for a prolonged period of time, just understand that this can even cause disease within your body. I'm seeing a separation, or just if it's not complete separation, this is like not talking. For some of you, it is a separation. I'm seeing somebody moving out after a strong argument. Okay. So there's a lot of thought. Yeah, again, I'm seeing this. What holds you back is the thought of any like custody issues. Children keep coming up. You're fearing having to have your children taken away, even if it's like on weekends or whatever. Like this is not ideal, and so it's holding you back. But I do feel like an argument can happen suddenly that, things just kind of occur. Yeah, you guys are going to get to the point where like you're just not going to fight anymore, because it's just too often, too much. Look, 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, I'm sorry. I see this relationship ending. I feel like you're going to start to give elsewhere, because where you've been giving today, nothing's coming back to you. Yeah, so you're going to go through a period of healing. Honestly, take this period of healing seriously. For some of you, it may be some time, like this could happen. You could be in this healing process like 5 months from now. Let me see, what is September? Yeah, I'm going to say like around Aquarius season. 5 months or so. Um, I feel like new love is definitely going to come into your life, but I see you kind of closed off. And so, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you just need some time. You've been through a lot, and you don't want to jump into anything, but I do feel like there's going to be opportunities. So, totally up to you what you want to do there. All right, let's finish this off, Capricorn. Oh my gosh. So, some kind of truth is going to come out. You're going to find something out that I feel like you already know this. You already suspect it. Your intuition has already been telling you. And you're going to get the information that you need to validate what it is that you've already been feeling. I do feel like this is going to cause the breakdown, the final breakdown of the relationship. And I feel like it's related to you seeing much like closer, like getting a closer look at how your partner manipulated you. And again, I'm going to say this again, the lies and the manipulation were for the purpose of keeping you with them. Not that that makes it any better, but it was for that purpose is what I'm seeing. In some cases there were, other things going on, but I feel for the most part they did it really just to keep you. But it pisses you off nonetheless, because it's almost as, when somebody does that, they're really messing with your free will. And I always go back to, God himself doesn't mess with our free will. This was given to us, free will, for us to do with our lives whatever, we see fit. And we deal with those consequences of those choices. But to me, messing with someone's free will, even if you have good intentions, it's a self-serving intention. And I feel like that comes with a heavy price. So, keep that in mind. But I do feel like this person does love you. You love them. The love is not in question. The love is definitely there. It's just a matter of compatibility and future expectations, where I feel like that's where you guys kind of go off on different paths, and there's nothing wrong with that. That it doesn't make the relationship any less than what it was, any less beautiful, any less destined for you. This is the way that it was destined to happen. And so, yeah, just, communicate from your heart, and know that even if this person makes you angry, they get on your last nerve, but they do love you. And so, just a suggestion here, have a little bit of compassion for them, because if they lose you, in some cases it'll be an if. In other cases, I feel pretty strongly it's when. When they lose you, it's going to hit them pretty hard. So just be kind. All right, Capricorn, that's what I have for you. I hope that this was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye-bye.